SDPI now confirming on camera once again that the Congress and the JDS approaching them and ready to welcome the PFI workers into the party. That is what is being now said by the SDPI chief. Now, as far as the state president is also concerned, those details that are coming in as it becomes even more important to note if the Congress party will ally with the SDPI just before the elections that are to take place. But politicking on this issue that has now been claimed as the Congress and the JDS already that had been saying that they will not be allying just before the election. But if there are any post-poll tie-up, any, Deepak and Imran joining us right now, if there are any post-poll tie-ups now going to take place, is that a possibility now with the PFI also in the fray? Imran?
Well, absolutely, that's post-poll politics will likely to happen. But what we're getting now is that we spoke to the State President Abdul Majeed, and he said that they have got many feelers from the Congress and JDS MLAs to back them in the coming elections, as the minority votes are very crucial. Earlier, the Lilas Tumbe, the former State President, had himself said that they had a tacit poll alliance last time, and this time too, what we heard from the Abdul Majeed is that though officially they are not, but many of the MLAs and from the JDS and Congress both have approached them asking them to help them in their elections to ensure that the SDPI doesn't put up candidates in there. So that is the kind of understanding which with the constituency level the SDPI is doing. We also asked them about the PFI cadres, about after the banning of the PFI, whether they will be allowed inside to join the SDPI. So Abdul Majeed said that any citizen of the country, if does not have any criminal background, is most welcome to join for the party, and as PFI cadres too. If they come, there will be a little background check, but what they're saying is that all of them can be join the party as the party is welcome to all the citizens of India. A very move which we have been, SDPI has been getting a lot of flack for. About this is the Popular Front of India, which was banned by the union government after many of his cadres were caught in the murders of right-wing activists. Now, one of the controversy in what's with SDPI's candidate list is concerned is the Bellary constituency, where Praveen Nettaroy, Hindu Yuva leader, was murdered. Their candidature to one of the accused in the case, Shafi Bellary, had quoted controversy. Abdul Majeed defends that too, saying that he's innocent and he's been framed by investigation agency. Rather, instead, he questions that there are many in the BJP too who are charged with under UAPA, but they're still ministers there and a member of parliament. So Abdul Majeed defends the controversial move of their party to give a ticket to an accused in the murder of Hindutva activists.
Okay, well, let's do a quick analysis here. Deepak, there's a story to tell and we must bring it out. With the PFI banned and the BJP now scrapping OBC reservation for Muslims, the SDPI has decided to make its presence felt in a big way by fielding as many as 100 candidates, and that is what has perhaps rattled both the JDS and the Congress, is why they're planning to reach out to the SDPI.
Yes, it's a very precarious situation in especially constituencies like where my colleague Imran has just visited in Mysoru's Narasimharaja, or be it in coastal Karnataka, especially in the constituencies like Ullal. The presence of the SDPI is quite strong, and what it will do is the Congress, of course, heavily relies on the Muslim votes for its electoral gains, and the JDS as well, of course, is trying to do the same. So the SDPI now is a new factor, especially we've heard yesterday several Muslim groups come and voice their opinion that the Congress hasn't stood by them on multiple issues, and they feel that be it giving of tickets to Muslims or be it standing up for the issues against Muslims, the parties like the Congress
Deepak,
and the
Imran,
JDS
please stay on with us. Mr. Amit Malviya of the BJP is with us here on the broadcast. Sir, good afternoon to you. How do you make of this SDPI, and there could be a possible post-poll alliance with the Congress or either with the JDS, with the SDPI also saying that they are open for the PFI workers to join their ranks, sir?
Look, the fact is that it is well known that the Congress have been hobbying with now banned terror organization PFI, and SDPI happens to be the political arm of the PFI, which actually incubates and nurtures radicalized elements from the Muslim society. The Congress continues to lean on them for electoral gains, and that is exactly what the SDPI spokesperson had to say. I'm not surprised at all that there is going to be a tacit understanding between the Congress, JDS and the SDPI to wean away the Muslim votes into the so-called secular fold and hoodwink the people of Karnataka. Because once they ever get close to power, all that will happen in the state of Karnataka is appeasement and more appeasement. You would remember this entire beef controversy, Azan controversy, the black gown that they wear, this entire controversy was created at the base of the Congress party by the PFI students. So now this entire nefarious nexus between the now banned terror organization PFI, the Congress and the JDS is becoming apparent, because as we draw close to the election, some of these electoral compulsions have started showing up, and these people have started speaking up, because there's no way otherwise for them to mobilize the community to vote in favor of the Congress or the JDS, or for that matter the SDPI, wherever they feel their candidates.
Okay, well, it is, Mr. Malviya, indeed concerning that the state SDPI President on record says that we're ready to welcome PFI workers as far as the upcoming elections are concerned. But is it also a little bit of a worry for the BJP, given that the SDPI has decided to field candidates on 100 seats, the JDS and the Congress now approaching them? Remember, all of these three parties have been speaking of the BJP government scrapping the OBC reservation for Muslims as well.
Look, honestly, this election, the BJP will come to power with full majority with the support of the people of Karnataka. I'm glad that the SDPI chief of the state has spoken up and spoken up so brazenly, wherein they are aligning to ensure that the OBC reservation is taken away and given to the Muslim community on lines of religious consideration. Let the Congress come out and say that they are opposed to giving reservations to the OBC, or they're going to take away the OBC reservation and give it to the Muslim community. But they would not do it till the election. Immediately after the election, if they ever get to power, that is exactly what they will do, which is what they did when they were in power, and we had to correct that anomaly. But this is their design, this is their evil plan.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Malviya, for joining us here on the broadcast. We're hearing the BJP's reaction coming in so far, and in a bid also taking on the Congress party in the SDPI as well. Let me go across to my colleague Pranesh, also joining us from the Newspit, because Pranesh, help us understand as far as with the entry of SDPI here concerned. Back in 2018, they contested on 3 seats but did not fare well.
Let's just piece it together so that our viewers get a sense of what we are talking about. First, you had the Congress campaign committee chief. That's a top post in a state which is going to polls. The campaign committee chief of the Congress, Mr. Patil, MB Patil, if I'm getting his name correct, he had said that even in this election, we need the support of SDPI. Congress leader is on record saying that. Now you have someone, a high-ranking neta of the SDPI, going on record, speaking exclusively to Times Now's Imran, saying that the Congress is approaching us for polls. You heard from Mr. Malviya, the BJP already asking the Congress to clarify its position, because after Mr. Patil said what he said, and now SDPI claiming that the Congress wants to ally with us, and this comes after the centre has imposed a ban on the PFI. Now the BJP says they are all linked, while SDPI is banned by the Election Commission of India. But politics is all about perception, Amita, and we will have to wait for how the Congress responds to it. And this is not the first time. You remember Elias Thumbe, I think, the General Secretary of the SDPI, he had said that yes, in 2018, the Congress approached us and we had no problems then. So there has been an understanding in the past, and now we just 30 days ahead of the Karnataka elections. This is a massive claim. And we have that reaction, in fact, that we can play out of Mr. Thumbe.
Okay. Well, we'll also...
ವಿಧಾನಸಭಾ ಚುನಾವಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ 25 ಕಡೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೆಲವರು ಘೋಷಣೆ ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ಬಂಟ್ವಾಳ ಸಮೇತ. ಆದರೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಚಾರ, ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷ ಸಂಘಟನೆ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇರುವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೆಲವು ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ನೇತಾರರು ಮತ್ತು ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ಸಿನ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಹಿರಿಯ ತಲೆಗಳು, ಅದರ ಹೆಸರು ನಾನು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವರು ನಮಗೆ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಈ ಸಲ ನೀವೊಂದು ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಬರಬಾರ್ದಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ನೀವು ಸೇರಿ ಒಂದು ಮೈತ್ರಿ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಓಪನ್ ಮೈತ್ರಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ನೀವು 3 ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಬಾಕಿ ಉಳಿದ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ 3 ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಬೆಂಬಲ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ.
So let's put this in context and understand the SDPI's point of view here and go across to Imran once again on that. Imran, now we heard it from the SDPI clearly that there was an internal, quote-unquote, internal understanding between the SDPI and the Congress as far as the 2018 elections are concerned. What about this time around? Is the SDPI open to this kind of an offer which may come in from the Congress or the JDS, given that they have expressed how the Congress did back then ditch? As far as this internal understanding is concerned, the Congress did not live up to its promises as per the SDPI.
Well, absolutely. In fact, we spoke to the state president of this Social Democratic Party of India, Abdul Majeed, who's also a candidate from the Nagar constituency, where we are right now. This is the biggest Muslim concentrated constituency. They are the main crucial deciding factor as to who can win. SDPI's biggest political success happened in this constituency, where they almost came to defeat the defeat margin was only 4,000 last to last before elections. Now, SDPI, Abdul Majeed says that unlike last time where they had open understanding, but they feel that they were a little let down after the Congress demanded the ban. But this time too, they are open to it.
But it seems that they are clearly also not ruling out a post-poll alliance here. Remains to be seen what comes out after the election results there. Mr. S. Prakash of the BJP is with us, sir. Good afternoon to you. Is this a very Congress and the JDS looking at, because the SDPI seems to be saying that they want to contest on at least 100 seats to make their presence and a very substantial presence to be felt just before the Karnataka elections, sir?
It is shameful on the part of both JDS and Congress party to approach SDPI for the support. Just for the sake of minority votes, they have no hesitation in aligning with the terror suspect organization. I am sure these two parties will not hesitate to join hands even after the post-poll if any such situation arises. The people of Karnataka should realize these two parties are a threat to the society and a threat to the life of innocent people, as they have no hesitation in aligning with SDPI, which is an offshoot of PFI, a banned terror organization.
Okay, thank you for that, Mr. S. Prakash. Let me quickly take in a word from Mr. Rajagopalan, also joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Rajagopalan, this also takes us back to a couple of statements that have been made by both the Congress and the SDPI in the past. MB Patil, for example, from the Congress had in fact confessed to on record how the Congress needed SDPI support. And the SDPI General Secretary in the past has also spoken of the internal understanding between the SDPI and the Congress in 2018. What do you make of this emerging situation, sir, wherein the SDPI may enter into a post-poll alliance either with the Congress or the JDS as is being proposed by them?
It is a foregone conclusion that, SDPI and PFI will support Congress because of the, minority votes. Apart from that, there is a tushtikar to hore over that. Karnataka mein, my understanding is Congress is wanting and depending on PFI votes so that they can neutralize it. That is why they recently held that hijab controversy. So therefore, PFI will definitely create an atmosphere where there is polarization will take place. My understanding is that Karnataka politics is, hotting up. Now that PFI has officially announced its support to Congress, and that Congress is also confirming that it will create an atmosphere for BJP to have a smooth sailing. PFI coming into the picture will definitely help BJP politically.
All right, sir. Mr. Rajagopalan, thank you very much for your insights there. But